Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo, or Carl Hungus 712, and I'm bringing you some more Black Ops 3 gameplay because you guys seem to like the last upload I did last night. I really appreciate you guys watching that video. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. I can link it in the description if you guys are curious, or it'll actually probably be linked at the very end of the video. Basically, I talk about God, I keep wanting to say Blackwards compatible. Backwards compatibility for Black Ops 2 is coming to the Xbox One, it appears, sometime around the holiday season, so Christmas time, New Year's Eve, somewhere around there, New Year's Day. I think it goes from now until like the 6th or the 7th of January. They're releasing a bunch of backwards compatible games, and it appears Black Ops 2 is going to be one of them. But I figured today, because I talked about it in my last video also, I'd give you guys my opinions on Modern Warfare Remastered. I'm not a big fan of Modern Warfare Remastered, and that's probably going to come to a shock to some of you that watch my channel and who know me best. I do not like the futuristic Call of Duties. I really, really do not enjoy them. Black Ops 3, I think, did the best job just because they made the game fun. I think the game was quite balanced. I think, actually, Infinite Warfare is a balanced game, too, and I enjoy it quite a bit. Like I said, I'll do a video. That'll probably be my next commentary. I talk about that game and kind of give you a review on it. But I don't really care for it. Like I said, I enjoyed Black Ops 3. I think Treyarch did the best job with the futuristic movement. I think if you take wall running out of Black Ops 3, it makes the game even better. I think wall running makes the game a bit random, and I don't like random. I don't like chaos. I like controlled games. I like controlled gameplay. That's just my style of play. And you're probably saying to yourself, okay, well, Bo, you keep saying all this stuff, so this all adds up to you liking Modern Warfare Remastered, right? You know, it's boots on the ground. It's classic Call of Duty. You must like Modern Warfare Remastered. You'd have to. You'd be crazy not to. To be honest with you guys, I hate that fucking game, and you know, sorry for the language, but I hate that fucking game. And tonight, to admit to you guys, you know, man to man, person to person, I tried getting some gameplay on Modern Warfare Remastered. My KD and my score per minute's pretty decent on that game, considering I hardly play the game. But for not really playing the game and enjoying it, my stats are good on that game. They really are. I just don't enjoy playing the game, and I'm going to give you some reasons why I'm actually very disappointed in Modern Warfare Remastered, and give you some reasons why, and you know, and things that were different from when I played COD 4 on there. And of course, I played COD 4 a couple of years ago for the first time, so the game's obviously outdated, it's old, but I didn't experience the things that I experienced in Modern Warfare Remastered, and I'm going to kind of explain that to you guys right now. First off, with Modern Warfare Remastered, I cannot stand the fact that you do not have flak jacket and you do not have tac mask. Yes, I understand that if you have Juggernaut on, you can sometimes kind of eat a grenade if it's far enough away. You can kind of eat one. But for the most part, you know, if a grenade blows up 25 feet away from you, it's still going to kill you. And that just, it drives me nuts, because I guess I'm so used to the older Call of Duties where, you know, you could avoid things. Basically, you had flak jacket, you had tac mask to avoid stuff like that. Same thing with flashbangs. You get hit with a flashbang in that game. To be honest with you anymore, I don't try to duck or get out of the way. I just stand there, just because you're going to die anyways, because I think the flashbang lasts like 10 seconds, which, of course, seems like an eternity in that game. I hate it. And what I like about the newer Call of Duties, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, MW3, hell, even Black Ops 3. Look at Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, and Infinite Warfare, the last three that have been made, and even Ghost. You could wear flak jacket and tac mask. Of course, that costs you in other ways, you know, because I know some people sometimes say, well, those are crutch perks, and they're there because, you know, you basically want it easy or whatever. No, not necessarily. You know, if I wear flak jacket, I don't have lightweight. Lightweight was a huge perk in Black Ops 2. So you were much slower, you were an easier target to hit. But I figured, okay, I'm going to rely on my gun skill, and I'm going to outposition the opponent, and use flak jacket and tac mask. First off, that's number one right there. That's one of the reasons why I hate that game. Number two, although the guns are all kind of overpowered, they all basically can two-shot you with stopping power on. That doesn't necessarily bother me too much in that game. But what another thing I hate, and I think it has to do with the time to kill being so fast, is that nobody moves in that game, and it frustrates me. It really, really frustrates me in that game that literally nobody ever wants to move, nobody ever wants to run around and have fun or enjoy the game. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I'm just unlucky, and basically 95% of the lobbies I get in are the exact same. And that's why I struggled getting gameplay for you guys. I actually had games where I was dropping 25 kills in TDM, but it was a time limit TDM game. And this, of course, what is TDM? It goes to 75, doesn't it? On that game, it doesn't even go to 100. And it takes over 10 minutes to finish a game of team deathmatch because nobody wants to move just because they're afraid they're going to die. And that's kind of how the game's set up. You know, it's set up to be tactical. You know, hey, you get into these power positions and you have the advantage over the other person, but still, you know, that's basically all I ever find in these lobbies. You find a few people running around with MP5s and P90s, you know, having a good time, and a few people running around with the M16. But most lobbies I get into, everybody just sits. And like I said, I understand some people don't mind that, but to me, I think I'd rather gouge my eyes out and pull the hair out of my scalp than sit there and play a 15-minute time limit team deathmatch game, because literally nobody moves, and literally if you move or try to smoke out or something, you still get killed. You know, and it's kind of frustrating. A smoke sometimes helps. I'll put on a smoke glass, and sometimes I can get out of a spawn trap or something like that. But rarely do you get out of a spawn trap in that game. Or I shouldn't say a spawn trap, but just everybody's posted up. And it slows the game down and makes the game very unenjoyable and very boring. Which, of course, gets me to point 3. And this is something that Raven Software ruined, and I wish they'd fix it, but of course we're too busy making a little extra dough on the side with the supply drops instead of just fixing and putting the spawns back, okay? And I guess I've already tipped the third point, but the spawn system in Modern Warfare Remastered is fucking terrible. Now, again, excuse my language, I hate using fucking any words like that, but the spawn system is just atrocious in that game. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten on with Quinn or Junior, who Junior hates the game as much as I hate it, but we've basically jumped on that game and said, okay, we're going to go in and play domination. We're going to take the A flag and the B flag, or the C flag and the B flag. We're going to hold the enemy team back. That's how you play domination. That's basically the best way of playing it. We're going to hold the enemy team back at their spawn. We're going to control the map. We're not going to push into their spawn. We're going to play map control for map control, and that's how we're going to beat these guys. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a match and literally nobody has crossed the halfway point. We're set up at B and A or C and B. We're holding our flag, and we're just basically letting the enemy come to us because they have to push us. Otherwise, you're going to lose if you just hold your own flag. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting there, and like I said, the entire team is behind the B flag, and we're all sitting there. All of a sudden, I'm getting shot in the back. I'm thinking to myself, okay, wait a second. Okay, nobody's pushed up, and everybody's watching the lanes. So how do they get behind us? Well, that's the game. Again, I think the reason why Raven did this, and I've noticed this more in the newer Call of Duties, not as bad in Black Ops 3. It still happened once in a while, but like in Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare, I think that is to cater to players who aren't quite as good or aren't quite as strong at the game. And if you make the game very chaotic and basically spawn people just kind of everywhere, what you're going to get is it's going to make the game easier to get kills. Because if people are spawning everywhere, you know, the guy that's 4 and 22 that keeps rushing out to the B flag that doesn't understand, you know, hey, you have to fight for map control. You have to get map control back, and that's why I like domination. That's why I like hardpoint. It's about map control. It's about fighting for map control, and it benefits the teams that play smarter. But if the guy continues to die at the B flag and they spawn you back at A, which we have, well, if you spawn him behind us, he may get 2 or 3 kills more than he would have gotten if the game would have spawned him back at his flag where it should have. Now, I remember Nadeshot talking in some old videos about COD 4 back in the day and how much he loved domination on COD 4. He didn't care for domination in Call of Duty Ghosts, but the way domination worked in COD 4 was if you took the A flag and the B flag, or the C flag and the B flag, and you literally held the enemy team there, basically what would happen is that enemy team would continue to spawn at their home flag because the game rewarded you for controlling the map. The game rewarded you for map control, and that's probably the biggest thing. Those are just the three things right there. But those are the three biggest things right there, and I think the biggest thing being the spawn system being so poor in that game. And instead of putting out supply drops, you know, it'd be nice to see them fix the spawn system, but I'd like to hear from you guys what you guys think. You guys think I'm just going a little too far, just being I'm just being a crybaby about it, but, you know, that's what I miss from the Call of Duties like Black Ops 3. Infinite Warfare, I think, is a pretty balanced game. Like I said, I'll talk about that tomorrow for you guys. But that's why I like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, games like that were just balanced. The perks were balanced, the guns were balanced, and the spawn systems were balanced. But I'd like to hear from you guys, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you next video. Bow out.